What's up? What's up? What's up, Play Gang? Back at Pure Play. Welcome back, everyone. Super excited to have you all and an amazing show ahead of us today. A super fun one. Yes, I'm still wearing the Bitcoin hat. Yes, it's been a rough couple of weeks, but it looks like we're rallying back. Play is coming back to stay. And I'll tell you, we're here to play today. We have an amazing guest on. Let me first intro Reese in the back. Say what's up, Reese.
What's up, Reese? Okay, yeah, that was me.
All right, cool. Reese is saying hi to himself today. Um, right. So I think we'll just get into it. There's not much updates from our side, but I'll probably leave the state of play till the end. Today's guest is a personal hero of mine, to be very honest with you guys. An absolute game legend. He's basically invented modern social gaming. The man behind Zynga. And now Open Game Protocol, which I've been addicted to for the last 48 hours. We'll show some games. But Justin Waldron, welcome to the show. My man.
Hey, yeah, glad to be here and looking forward to, to doing my best to beat you. I've been practicing and I'm not sure if I'm ready, but I'll give it my shot.
Listen, I think first time's a charm with everyone that comes on here. But regardless, it is good to have you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm great. Yeah, fired up and ready.
Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm in Tokyo right now, so it's
Oh,
we've got a bit of a crazy time zone thing going on here, but it's yeah, what is it? 7 p.m. So
so
still
oh,
early.
love it. Well, it's nice and early for us. This is probably the earliest we've done this, but it's probably good for me. The later, the worse. I'm feeling the energy today, so hopefully I can do something to regain the trust I have lost with my community.
What's your
um,
record now? I was curious, like how many wins and losses do we have going here?
all losses, unfortunately. So we won't get into that, but we do have a leaderboard which we'll put up. There's a few things that I'll walk you through, and I'm guaranteeing you a spot on the leaderboard, Justin. That's something
All
that's for
right.
sure. Um, all right. So number one, thanks for coming on the show, man. Honestly, it's an honor to have you. I've been a fan of yours. I've been a fan of Zynga for forever. So just having you on is massive. Um, I'll give you a little bit of a Zynga story, but also congratulations on the OGP launch. We've been following that for a while, and I think what's really cool is you and I connected a couple of weeks before that launch, and super impressed in what you guys have built. Love the narrative, love the initiative, and I'm looking forward to diving deeper into how it's gone so far. Um, Little story that probably no one knows, but I was the biggest Zynga fan, and it's probably one of the reasons I got into gaming and mini games. So I studied in San Francisco, and right after college, it was probably the only place I wanted to work. It was the only place I wanted to work, but then someone came and nabbed me away and moved me to New York. So we won't get into that, but so honored to have you on the show, my man.
Well,
Um,
that means a lot. I appreciate it. And we're excited to partner with you guys. So we've been stoked ever since we I got a chance to meet with you, just seeing what you guys are doing. It's a great fit. So yeah, very happy to be here.
100%. Now, I hope you've been playing your own games because we're gonna get into that later. Are you ready to play some games, Justin?
As ready as I'll ever be. Yep.
Okay, cool. So, look, I think one thing to clarify is this show is really, I think, I say this to everyone that comes on the show, but the reason we started it is really just to show that everybody is a gamer at heart, right? We're all gamers. We all kind of love to play, especially games that are, mini games like the ones that we are publishing, games that is similar to what OGP is doing. So fun, light, easy games are suitable for pretty much anyone, right? Whether you're a founder, brain surgeon, a whatever. It's I think something that everybody loves, and part of the reason that we created the show was just to bring people on and expose that nature of them, humanize. um, people through games and just show that we don't have to take ourselves too seriously sometimes. Games are fun, and the reason that we're in this business is to promote gaming and to bring some happiness into people's lives. So for today, I don't want any PR answers, Justin. All right, no PR answers. This is not an AMA. I'm
All
not
right,
grilling
all
you.
right,
This is raw Justin on the show. I just want you to, the more laughs the better. We're just here to have fun. All right, we're
all right. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Got it. Yep, we're good.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. We'll get into it. I'll get into the rules of the game. So switch it over to rules of the game. But for today, guys, we're gonna have a little bit of a format change because obviously we want to promote some of the OGP games as well. All right, we're gonna do two plays out games, the two favorites as always. Justin's going to get on the leaderboard, and then we're going to switch over to a few OGP games, and I might do a bit of a demo later. So stay tuned. Um, for the rules, same as always. All right. Essentially, we're going to have, I don't know why we haven't changed that yet, but we will. We just changed the format last week. So it seems that in this show, every week we have a new format change. Justin is going to have 5 minutes to get the highest score possible in zigzag and then endless maze, after which I will have 1 minute to beat his highest score. Irregardless of what happens, there's going to be an airdrop at the end of the, I guess, the round. So stay tuned because obviously there's a few things that you need to do to be eligible for that airdrop. All right. Um, any questions, Justin, before we get into this thing?
I don't think so. I'm ready.
How are
It
you
seems pretty
feeling? How are you
straightforward.
feeling at 7 p.m. Tokyo time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not tired yet, but yeah, I'm lacking excuses. But we'll see. This is a tough one.
Okay, great. No, I think it's perfect. It's perfect timing, and I'm excited to see how you fare out. Now, remember, uh, mini games, mini question, mini answers. All right, mini games, mini answers. Community. Before Justin gets going, I would say Reese, move it over to round one. Before Justin gets going, this is a very good chance for you to drop in your comments, right? Drop in any comments or questions that you have for Justin about OGP, about Zynga. Ask him whatever you want. I have some really interesting questions myself, but I will do my best, and Reese will pull out those comments from the stream, and we'll probably have time for some community questions at the end. All right. So don't forget to give us some comments there. Right. I think we're ready. We'll get this. Oh, Justin. All right, cool.
All right.
Justin,
Yep.
screen share. Let's go. Round one. Round one is a pretty fun round. It's actually one of my favorite rounds because it's more about yourself. It's called the no cap zone, and it's really us diving into Justin as a person. So make sure that you keep them short. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. So let's look at the leaderboard before we get going, just so that we can see what scores we have to beat here. Where are we? Where are we? Zigzag. Right. So, couple leaderboard scores. Oh, okay. Now that I'm looking at these scores, I'm reminded of why I've lost. The scores are these are some pretty big scores. So we've got the number one spot, Justin, is at 218 by actor and singer ND, who came on the show and absolutely wrecked us. So 214 is the score to beat. However, it looks like there's plenty of empty spots, so you're gonna get there regardless, like as I promised.
Yeah, I'll be on it. I'll be on it until you have 7 guests. So I'm excited.
I'll just say try to get Shine off there. Try to get someone off there. All right. Well, you're gonna get
Yeah,
me off
we'll
for
see.
sure. All
I
right.
got 3 shots, 3 or 5.
You have 5 minutes. So plenty of time. All right. Don't
All
think
right.
everyone's got their secret sauce of how to get the high score. I've heard, breathing techniques to like listening to music with not listening to me. Uh just make sure you answer some of the questions correctly. The fun part of this is that I will be throwing some funny questions at you, and your answers need to need to match your gameplay.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right. Cool. Let's get you onto zigzag, and then let's get that timer up, Justin. Reese. Okay, cool. In the meantime, let me just check something. 1 second. All right, I think we're good to go. Justin, are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
All right, buddy. 5 minutes. Hit it whenever you're free. Uh, I would love to know what you were like as a kid, Justin. Were you founder energy from the start? Because I mean, you started Zynga very early. Or were you someone that should probably have been more supervised?
Yeah, probably more supervised. I think breaking apart computers and getting into trouble. I guess that's been kind of the thing since the beginning.
I think that makes total sense. What was your first ever screen name? I'm sure it was MSN. Was it MSN that you used first?
God.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good one. I don't even remember the numbers, but it's kind of crazy. I think it was like wrestling related, which just makes it even. No, it wasn't. You know, it was Magic the Gathering related. I don't know if you guys have played, but it was. There's a dragon card in Magic the Gathering. It was named after Siobhan Dragon or something like this. Wow, that's wild.
All right, so we'll take it as Siobhan123, Siobhan_dragon.
Oh man.
104. 104 is
all right, 104. That's not bad.
104 is decent. Okay, cool. Well, look, when people first meet you, what is one thing that they always get wrong?
Let's see.
Especially when they think like, okay, Zynga founder, you know.
Yeah, sure. So people, I was born in Connecticut, and there's a stereotype for people born in Connecticut. They think you're from old money. I grew up in like a blue collar town with my dad worked in a factory. So like basically people assume I'm from Greenwich. It's something about like, I don't know. They assume some nepotism, but there's none. The advantage I did have is my mom was in IT, so I got like a lot of free computers from the hospital that she worked at.
Oh wow!
But they were old. You know, like if they're too old for a public hospital, then they're really bad, right? So I guess that's part of why I had to find other ways to have fun with them. So
so I'm taking that as an inspiration. Thanks, Mom. What's one thing people assume you love about gaming but you actually hate?
Well, let's see. So I actually grew up playing really competitive online games. So I played a lot of Counter-Strike.
Love it.
I played a lot of StarCraft, and
yeah,
that was kind of what was cool. LAN parties back in that time, Half-Life. That's like, you know, that's when I was becoming a teenager. That was like peak sort of PC gaming for me. And actually, I really liked playing with friends. We would have these LAN parties, and it was just a pain in the ass to play with each other, right? So actually part of the inspiration for Zynga was like all the best times I had playing games were with my friends, but it was surprisingly difficult to do, right? So were
you the best out of the friend group?
Actually, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean,
wow.
This is back when esports was barely a thing, or wasn't really a thing, right?
Would you have made it to the esports World Cup this year?
I don't know, man. Definitely not. I think nowadays, like, I'm actually quite casual, right? So like, I'm busy with a lot of other stuff, and yeah, I mean, I like working on games that fit into the gaps that people have between. You can't tell because I'm going to have the lowest score in this game out of anybody that's been on the show so far.
I mean, listen, you're looking good.
But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I play. Like if I play something nowadays, it's casual, or it's a lot of Nintendo, to be honest. Like the latest Switch 2, I've been spending time in the new Mario Kart. So yeah, I'm based in Japan. I'm a big Nintendo fan.
Hell yeah, love that. Would you rather fight Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Wow, can't even say it. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Definitely a horse-sized duck, man. I just feel like, I guess I guess it can
fly. It's a big-ass duck,
like,
bro.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but like they're not that fast, right? Like I don't know. That's actually kind of a horse-sized duck has a beak that's big enough to basically bite a person.
Yeah,
that's pretty terrifying, actually.
I don't know.
You know what? Can I change my answer?
You can change your answer.
I don't know. I think it's 100 duck-sized horses, actually. Like that's. Yeah, I mean, you could at least run away from them. They'd be pretty fast.
I mean,
That's
that sounds like an OGP game coming to in the making.
yeah. Yeah.
Listen, what was it that got you into crypto? This is a question that I want to ask. What got you?
Oh yeah,
from
great question.
the gaming space to the crypto space?
Well, look, when we were doing virtual currencies in Zynga games, like actually people were buying virtual currencies, that was kind of a weird thing, right? It was a little fringe at first. Like, I remember Warren Buffett made this comment about Zynga. He said, like, it's like you guys sell air. He said it's a really weird business because it was strange, right? In the beginning, people didn't get why anyone would buy something that wasn't real. It was a very strange concept. And it's very hard to understand when you're outside of the game because these things are only worth anything to people inside of the game. And so I guess, like, actually, Bitcoin got on my radar very early because people sent it to me. They were wondering what I thought of it. Yeah. A lot of, like, very, very early Bitcoiners sent it to me, and they were like, hey, what do you think about this thing?
Get this in the games, right?
Yeah, it wasn't ready for that yet, but for some reason, like, people didn't have anything to compare it to. Remember, when it came out, there's the cryptography piece where it's, like, unique and decentralized, and people barely understood that. But they did understand that there were these things going on the internet where people were messing around with virtual currencies, and so the only reference point they had or something was like Farmville coins or Mafia War coins or poker chips or something, but they're completely different, and now everybody kind of understands that. But yeah, I mean, people were like,
God damn it, 141 is not bad. Wait, I can't hear you. Okay, you're back.
yeah, I got involved very early with it, so it's
Time is up.
anyway,
I'll give you,
like,
I'll
I mean,
give you
easier.
bonus time. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it, but I'm still not going to be able to break number 3
Keep
every time I get around. All right,
141
it's
is
getting
strong.
better every time. If I can get another 15 minutes, I'll work my way up to 200. So.
We're gonna give you one more round, not two. So I'd say, like, was Bitcoin the first crypto you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes, yeah, I was pretty early.
What's your okay? 3 words. What's your current read on the market today compared to where it was when you first got into Bitcoin?
Well, I
3
think
words.
that the fundamentals are better than they've ever
3
been.
words.
So,
3 words.
oh, 3 words.
3
It's
words.
great, but. Okay.
I love that. That's great. That is on point. To be fair. What crypto opinion do you have that would start a Twitter war instantly?
I'm not convinced there's going to be another broader alt season. Like, I actually think maybe this is becoming consensus now because people
Sure.
are starting to pick up on this, but I felt like this for a while. Like, I think this cycle is different. Every cycle is different. Oh, there we go, 174. I'll take it. Am I
What?
still number 4?
Why do I always give these chances? All right, go ahead, continue. 174.
All right. Well,
Ooh, that's close to 178, but I mean, you're still there.
it's at least looks like I was close.
Hey, man, I'll give you 174.
I tried it.
That's a good score. I don't think I hope did I get there? I did. I must have. But yeah, please go ahead, continue.
Oh, sorry. What were we even talking about this game? Just totally.
How much do you love this format? We were talking about, I guess, the current market situation. How do you-
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, it's great, right? But there's like, oh yeah, what was the opinion that people wouldn't like? Yeah, I don't think a lot of the alts are coming back. I mean, unfortunately, I think there are some that'll make it, but I think there's been a lot of older tokens that have been kind of aging out, and like, there's no bid for them, and yeah, I think the market is getting better. Like, if everyone agrees that some of these things haven't worked out, then it actually makes sense if prices start reflecting that. Like, that's the sign of a healthy market, right? It would be more concerning if there were tons of tokens continuing to defy gravity while everybody agrees that the projects aren't really making progress. So it's not what I want to see. I don't want to see people lose money, but we all need a market where, like, projects that are not working eventually go down.
So kind of like a consolidation, right? Which I think is super important. And I mean, it leads me to one thing. Is that something that you see, like, probably? Well, I'd love to get your perspective on Web3 gaming at the moment, like where it's at. I think seeing how it was back when we first started off with the axes, and then it kind of like pawned off to everybody wants to have their own token, to tokens in individual games, to today. Like, how do you feel about that, and what's your opinion on the gaming, on the Web3 gaming space? Reese, you can.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
before you just get going, Reese, take us to boss round so that I can try and get 175. All right, Justin, welcome to my house. My house is a bit more fiery. It's called the boss round because I'm the boss of this, and I will while multitasking successfully. I'm on there. Okay, perfect. My highest score is 190. That's me playing every day and creating this game. Anyway, um, let's continue. I would love your opinion on the Web3 gaming space. What do you think? And a huge one probably to focus on is like, what do you think Web3 gaming gets wrong or still gets wrong?
well, I would start with just like one higher level, which is what about consumer Web3? Because I think we already know Web3 gaming has had a bit of a bad sort of, and people just they're upset, right? Like a lot of things haven't worked out. There's been a lot of big promises, and even a lot of projects that have done a good job, but things just it's been very difficult to find a sustainable model, to be honest. But if you look at consumer Web3, it's kind of the same story, right? Like
Mm.
people always point toward gaming, but how many consumer crypto apps are there outside of essentially like various flavors of wallets and trading and exchange apps? I think there are very few that have survived for more than a year. And I think where crypto has worked is when it's at its best at a protocol layer, and it sort of adapts to a lot of things, and where it empowers content creators, and also just like many different, in a decentralized way, it works across many different layers for many different groups of people. And I think that games, it's been challenging because the early successes were so big that it kind of validated a model that before there was really enough uh, proof, I guess. Like, and these things just weren't sustainable. And so because so much money was made from things like Axie Infinity, it just got way too much capital focused on the same few ideas. So one of the things we got excited about was like trying a new idea. I think more people need to be trying new ideas in the space. It's not games are not the problem. The problem is that we've been really
Oh,
focused on like a narrow set of things.
was that 1 minute?
That was indeed 1 minute,
No.
which means Jay, you may have just lost
I've scuffed
another
it.
round.
Oh, God damn it! Your voice sounded good. I was just telling myself his voice is soothing me, and I'm doing well. God, I told you, Justin. I told you. It's these guys. They're plumbing away in the background. They've completely confused me. Congrats, my friend. Congrats.
Yeah, how do those glasses work? Are they like you got a little hole in there, or
I
what's?
cannot see half the time, but I'm getting used to it. Um, I told you severe disadvantages, but it is what it is. Congrats, bro. Round one goes to OGP. Um, and we got some good insight on, and I totally agree with you. I think so much has gone on since the Axie days, right? Um, but looking at it, I think one thing that you guys are doing is actually bringing content like pure Web 2 content into the Web 3 space, which is probably the right way of going about it when you look at developers, when you look at players, when you look at the ecosystem in and of itself. It's not kind of building games with a Web3 angle first, but more how do you bring the content to fit Web3 layer.
Yeah, exactly. It's gotten easier for users to use crypto. It has to get easier for devs to build on crypto rails, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, and I mean, I feel like you guys are also working on the same thing, right? Like bringing all these games over. It's definitely where the opportunity is. I think we were too ambitious, like maybe we're not ready to go build like a AAA game yet in crypto on a multi-year cycle. It feels like it's been too hard.
Yeah. Um, all right. Well, look, let's move on. JT Wald got his place on the leaderboard. You're now forever engraved in the zigzag round. Let's see if anyone can topple that 146. I'm so disappointed in myself again. How can I? All right, let's get into the airdrop rules. Fair. So in that case, what happens is because you beat me, Justin, I am now obliged to give our fellow community and to reward everyone for watching me lose with a bit of play. So, as I said before, guys, there is an airdrop. We're giving away 500 worth of play. I always forget that, but 500 worth of play for this loss that I've just suffered. To qualify, a few things to do. Number one, just make sure you're on the Twitter page, on the Plays Out Twitter page. You got to be following, like, and do all that stuff. But here's what you got to do to qualify, right? So if okay, what was the score to beat? 146 or no? Uh
174.
174. Right. So make sure you like, repost, and just add a comment with the hashtag. Where's the hashtag? OG, please. Okay, cool. All right. So hashtag for today's OG, please, and please add your base wallet. If anyone can beat Justin's score in the next 24 hours, add a screenshot of that and you'll get double the rewards. Make sure you add the same hashtag so that we can track it. And if anyone can beat the highest score of the leaderboard, what was that? 218? I think it's 218. Let's go back to that. Reese, it would help if you just said the number. 214. All right. So if anyone can beat 214, then you get thrice the rewards. All right. So there we go. Follow Plays Out, like, retweet the stream, uh, comment with your base address and the hashtag OG, please. If you're able to beat Justin's score, you get double. Just make sure you add a screenshot of that win, and then if you're able to beat the leaderboard score, you get triple. Don't worry, we'll go back and do all this stuff at the end as well, just in case. All right, Justin, how are you feeling so far? You're enjoying
I'm
the
feeling pretty good. I feel a little bit bad though because I feel like I just gave everyone a well. I feel bad for you guys, but
no.
I gave your community a great opportunity. I got a low score. They get to
Listen,
double the rewards, so I just it's a layup, right? I mean,
it's a layup. It's good, man. I mean, look. The whole thing is we want people to play the games, right? This is season one, so we're really looking. I think Zigzag and Endless Maze, which we're about to play next, are fan favorites. We will move on to other games, so you never know. I think we'll have a few OGP ones that we're gonna try and get people to get high scores in. So you never know. So at this moment it's really getting users to come in to play, to enjoy, and obviously all of this is done because we're looking for feedback from the community in terms of how do you what games to bring in, what content can we bring in, and just pure engagement. So um I think you just did everyone a favor. Everyone loves you for it, and so do I. The whole reason we started this is to get play in people's hands, right? It's all community based. So round two, I hope I can do better. It is a game that I love, but this 1 minute thing, man, oh, it kills me. Okay, so we'll go to round two. Um, Justin back on thing. Game is Endless Maze. Fan favorite, my favorite. Let's hope I can do better than I did last week. Did I lose last week? Yeah, I did. Oh my god. I need to be. People think that I play these games 24 hours a day. It's not the fact. Anyway, round two.
right.
All right. So Justin, you can start whenever. We're gonna kind of dive into OGP a little bit more. Um, describe OGP. God damn it, you're already killing it. Describe OGP to a 5-year-old.
Um, you can play games and
And fart.
all right. To a 5-year-old. Um, okay, you can play games and your favorite games and earn your dad's favorite tokens. That's the best I can. That's the best I can
Oh, I
do.
love that. I love that. I love that. I'm in. I'm aping in. Um, why should tokens be gamified, right? I think that's big part of, like, we're trying to gamify communities here, right? uh
Yeah.
walk me through that. Does it make sense for every meme community? Are there specific meme communities or communities that you're bullish on?
Yeah, I mean, I think why they should be why they should have this type of content is they already have a lot of content, right? So most communities, most token communities, they need to keep creating content to continue to have attention. So you think about the memes that have come through Twitter or X for the average community. There's a lot of content, but there's not a lot of stuff you can play, and things like AI start to make it possible for more people to create content. So then the question becomes like, how do you organize all this content? And yeah, I mean, how do you reward people for creating it? How do you reward people for playing it, for sharing it? um, this is the opportunity that I think opens up now that we have vibe coding and stuff like this, right? So maybe no one would have created a game for a small token before, but now they can, right? And I think we're going to see like a ton of creativity from that. So it's a new era where games can become as easy to make as memes were in the last cycle.
If you're an NPC in a game, uh, what line of dialogue would you repeat all day?
Like a shop or something? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a difficult one. That's really hard. Ah, okay, what am I always saying? Yeah, probably.
It's got to be very good.
Probably, like, if it's to my team, it's probably always, like, make it simpler, right? Like, that's we're always trying to figure out how to make things easier.
Love that. um Look, I'd love to learn more about, like, the engagement side of things, right? So, how has the launch been so far? How have you seen engagement on the platform? I know there's been huge numbers, especially on, like, the game tokens and stuff. Walk me through it. How's it been like so far?
Yeah, so we're still in a soft launch, but we had some of the initial tokens launch on the protocol. So the way that it works is these token communities from the top tokens on Solana can launch their own game coins. Those game coins power the rewards, so that game developers can create games for their token and get rewarded, and game players can play these games and earn the original token. So we had some stuff launch like Fartcoin and other tokens, and we've got a lot more coming soon. We already had a game developer that earned over $2,500 in the
Oh,
first
love.
week, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, they definitely works for them, and they're very excited about it. And I think like they're excited to see something, different. Like a lot of these communities, they have tokens where they feel very strongly about the token, and they don't have a lot of places where they can add utility to it right after
Mm.
the fact. So we have a lot of communities that are interested in launching their game coins, and we've got a big push coming, probably close to the end of the month, where we'll start to have those launches kick up again when the protocol gets a nice upgrade. So
I-
we're excited
Is
about that.
is AI keeping you up at night? Like, do you think this is a perfect kind of model for what AI can do to support developers coming into protocols like this?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I everything I've done or I've tried to focus on in tech is to make things more accessible. So like whether it's making games easier to play because they're free so people don't need to pay up front for them anymore, or you know, focusing on companies that are trying to give more opportunity to more people, like
Mm.
I don't think we can gatekeep tech. I think it's always been technology's course to go and like be available to more people for cheaper, to empower more people to do more things. And so, we came about being in games in a period where you had to have all these skills to make them, and I think that that's going to change. Now, like, there's a question of how everyone's game is going to be discovered, because if you've been in the
Yeah,
space
that's where I was gonna
like
get
you
in.
have for a long time, then you know that discovery is actually the hardest part. You may have to spend a year or two making some of these games, but getting people to play it is by far the
Mhm.
most difficult part. So yeah, I mean, that's we're trying to like provide a new way to do that. Basically, we're where we think that some of these communities can support the games, right? That's kind of what we're thinking.
Um, Reese, give him another 2 minutes. I have a bunch of questions. I should give him another 5 minutes. You know what? Let's just keep it going for a minute.
Right? Was my score that bad? What were the scores for this one? I don't know what I'm working with here.
Reese, what's the high score? 46. Alex murdered it
This
last
game
week.
is hard.
It's good. It's good though. It'll keep you on. Um,
It's a great game. I've never played this one before. The Zigzag one, I think I've played something similar, but this is brand new to me, so I'm a
Oh,
fan.
the maze, yeah. Um, on the game discoverability piece, how like what are what do you give me your 2 cents on how best to like make your game more discoverable, especially like within a platform like yours? What can someone do to better maximize their discoverability?
Yeah, sure. So oh man, this is how far
Good,
off
it's
am I?
good.
I guess my best score is 25, but yeah, look. So for us, the way that it works is these game coins, you can stake them against games, and when
Mm.
you're staking them against a game, you're essentially voting for a for that game to get more rewards, and the more rewards a game gets, the
The
more
more it's discovered.
distribution it's going to get, the more discovery it gets, right? So
So is it
now
purely
we're
the
not.
community? Is it purely the community that
Yeah.
helps you get it discovered?
So the community, if they like your game, they can definitely, stake against it, which is good for them and good for you. And so if you make a game that a token community really likes, you could get a bunch of people who are just staking their stuff against your game because they want to earn some staking rewards as well. So
Mm.
that's definitely a part of it. Is like, first make a game that the community is going to want to support, something they're going to be proud to show to other people. And then the second thing would be, I mean, when you earn some game coin, you can take that and you can stake it against your game again. Like if you're excited about it, you can always add more rewards to your own game by
So
not leaving it up to just the community, right? So that's a big part of it.
So Justin, if I was a developer, would I just find the most like hype community and then build around that? Like if you see like Fartcoin doing better than everyone else, would I just build a Fartcoin game versus, a Chad game or whatever?
I
Is
think
that
there could be a lot of strategies that would work. So
I'm seeing a lot of
um,
bundling on OGP as well. Like we saw a Trump Fartcoin like kind of bundling thing going on. Does that work?
Yeah, so you can add more than one token to a game. I don't
Mhm.
think we know really like yet in the soft launch just like what the best strategy is going to be. There's a lot of games on there as you've seen. Like there's a ton of Steam games that are already added too. So it's not just these mobile web games. It's not just vibe coded games. It's actually like
Mhm.
all sorts of stuff that even games that were made 10 years ago. There's some Trump games from the Steam store that are integrated via their achievements that are quite uh, they're old, but they're good. And so our take is like we we think that there's probably a lot of ways that someone can succeed. We don't, to be honest, like the only thing that's obvious is you should make something the community is going to love.
Mm.
Um, but there's a lot of things like imagine USDC, for example, right? It's a huge token. So if you think about these tokens, one of the APIs we're offering the wallets is they can add a play button inside their wallet that lets people play these games that are about each token,
Love it.
which makes sense because if you're looking at a chart of USDC and there's a play button for USDC, then it makes sense that you'd play a bunch of USDC rewarding games, right? So I think that some people may surprise us. Like it's not just meme coins, to be honest. We've got a bunch of games we've seen people make for even the stable coins that are just kind of themed about America that I think could do really well. So we'll see.
Where would you place like, plays out game, something like this? Would this be a better like
This
use case for USDC, for example?
It could be, and then it could be that if you added just like even a light element of skinning to some of this stuff, you
There
could
you go.
get
Yeah.
more support, right? Yeah, that I but this game is so casual that it's just a fun way to earn points like quickly for people. Because the biggest thing, as you guys know, with crypto games, like if you keep making MMOs and stuff, it's a lot to ask somebody to play a new MMO, right? And I think small stuff like this, like imagine how novel it is to be able to send people a game this simple and fun, and then they actually earn crypto rewards, and it's with account abstraction. There's like nothing they need to learn. They don't need to connect a wallet. It's all handled for them. It's super casual. That's I think it could really work. Yeah. So like I think games like this are exactly the types of games. If this was in a wallet and I could earn
Oh
some
yeah, yeah.
token and maybe you just give it a light skinning for one of the top tokens, it could do really well.
Totally. Is there a community or an IP that you're super bullish on, like when you're skinning games or bringing into ecosystem, for example?
This game's gonna drive me nuts. Um, all right, I'm all done. You gave me another shot. I'm not sure if I even got it.
You did great. Yeah, I can't hear you again, but it's should be back. Where's he gone?
You hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're back.
Cool. We're
Okay,
good.
perfect. Justin, 27. All
How'd I do?
right. Listen, I'm feeling good about 27. I'm feeling good about 27. 27. Where is he? Okay, well, you did better
Oh
than
wow, okay.
all right, so you did better
I'm
than
out at the
Nader. You're
bottom. This game is hard.
it
I
is
realize like this game
it's
is
good.
there's a lot of things that it looks like patterns that it looks like you can make it through that you really can't. And it's more about waiting for the one moment you can actually zoom through. And you got to learn the patterns basically. There's definitely some practice here where like you learn the shapes, you know when you're supposed to go.
Yeah, but then you get like sometimes you just get hype and you hit it and you try to like so
Yeah, it makes you
you
feel
gotta
like
keep
you can
your
go. It's very
emotions
tricky.
you gotta keep your emotions cool. All right, so I'm gonna jump in. Justin, here's one thing I wanted to ask you, especially about protocol, which is very interesting. It's like, I think even in Web3, there's so many layer ones these days. Is that kind of feel like everyone's building a protocol. How do you make people care enough on day one? And I'm sure you saw this, um, kind of like Twitter going off on farmers. Oh, I got you. Go, you're back. So we saw like Twitter going off on farming and all of that stuff, community farming and all of that. But how do you feel, or how do you make people care enough to contribute to a protocol on a day one? Like, how do you make them spark? How do you get the developers involved? How do you get community involved? Because you got to get everyone to ape at the same time, right? You got to get enough content for the users to get excited about, and then kind of build that flywheel from there while you have people speculating and all of that. What's the secret sauce there?
This is like the age-old question, right? I mean, how do you get a social network to grow? It's like once it's big, it's a great company, but it's so hard to get people to use it in the first place. Look, I think that the biggest thing though that I see lacking is solid shots on goal with new ideas, right? Like if you want a group of people to support you, first and foremost, you got to get them excited. And of course, like the incentives have to be there, and you've got to come up with the right way to get people paid. That's what crypto is good at. It's like transferring value to millions of people that you don't know and aligning incentives. That is the core thing that crypto can do that no other technology can do. But I think there are a lot of projects that have a lot of incentives, and what's missing from some projects is just an idea that people are actually excited about. So I think narrative really matters, but not in the cheap sense of like how do you convince people to buy your thing, but more in the sense of like, are you building something people care about, right?
Hmm.
Are you creating something net new that people actually want to be a part of? And that's like step one. And there are very few projects that even satisfy that criteria. And there are a lot of projects that like they have great airdrop campaigns and everything else, and they go somewhere, but we shouldn't be surprised when people sell the token after, right? So, not to say it's easy, right? This space is super hard. But I remember like after Zynga IPO'd, there was a huge wave of gamification. Actually, I don't know if you remember this, but like everybody that was making an app said they had to put XP and levels
Uh-huh.
and achievements into
Uh-huh.
their app, and they were like, "Oh, look at Zynga! It's doing so well. It's making over $1 billion a year. It's all because of XP and achievements." And then everybody added XP and achievements into their apps, and then nothing worked. And they're like, "Oh, I guess it's a little bit more complicated than that." And
What?
Time is up.
I lost him. I can't hear you, Justin.
oh, yeah,
I
we're kind of in the same place like we got to with gamification, where too many people think that just making like crypto rewards is enough to get people to be excited about something, right? And I think like at the end of the day, people get excited about new ideas that let them do new things that make them feel like, we're making progress toward building something bigger.
God damn it! I could. Listen, I've tried to.
Your best is 42 though. You should really get me.
Man, I mean, it's just not my day today. Just not my day. This 1 minute thing is killing me, and I feel like Endless Maze was just after me. It was just not, it wasn't coming my way. God damn. And I love this game, but it is addictive. You had 10 minutes. I had one.
Yeah,
And
I could
glad.
play for another 10. That's a good
I
one.
know, I know. Um, all right. Well, look, love that, and thanks for the insight. I totally agree, bro. It's an it's an insane time, and obviously getting your first, million users is going to be the hardest part. So how do you reward them? How do you get the best content out there? Um, Everyone's got their secret sauce, but looking at OGP, which I'm super excited to jump into next, you can see why. There's enough content there that as soon as you go in, you're just, you're pulled in, and you can see that you're not just stuck with the same old boring stuff every time you come in. All right, so Justin wins again. It's turning. We're gonna have to change the show to Justin Jay loses instead of Jay plays. But congrats, congrats, Justin. Let's
Appreciate it.
shift this over to airdrop time, guys. I think we okay. So new hashtag, same vibe. So this time you're gonna have to go over um, to the OGP X channel. You're gonna see the the restream there, and then the same rules apply. So just hashtag OG plays, add your base wallet, and you'll be eligible. If you're able to beat Justin's score, which was 27, is that correct? Reese, just say it. Don't switch it. 27. All right. If you're able to beat 27, screenshot that and put it on the comments. If you're able to beat, what's the high score? Hoff is 48, I think. Yeah, 46. If you're able to beat 46, then you get 3 times the airdrop. All right, guys. I will go through this at the end, but good luck. You have 24 hours. Justin had 10 minutes. I had 1. Let's see how you can do. Justin, how are you feeling? Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time, and yeah, I already see people winning in the comments. So I think you
You
guys are,
you have to we're cooked.
yeah, you're totally cooked. What kind of scores do people usually get in the 24 hours? Like, what have you guys
Oh,
seen?
bro, we've had, what was the highest score on Maze? We've
In
seen
this
like,
maze, we saw like a 1,200. I think the game
yeah,
like broke at that point as well.
Whoa.
It stopped
yeah, yeah.
spawning like.
How? Yeah, I wanna see that. We should have them on. You should
A
get some
hun-
of these
a
people on.
hundred. We do community nights. Don't worry. We do community. Everyone breaks the thing. Um, Look, this is, there's one thing you have to promise me, Justin. Now I've just shamed myself in front of your community and mine. I ask, please, that you come back one day for a redemption match. All right.
All right. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
done. We
I'm on
have a
board.
promise. Justin will be back, and I will have my redemption day or a chance at redemption. Maybe I lost just to make that happen. You never know. Um, okay, so we're gonna switch it over, guys. I'm really excited because we're gonna jump into a bit of OGP right now. So, Justin, I think what we can do is, how are we looking on time? We're looking pretty good on time. We're looking pretty decent on time. So we can play a few OGP games. I do want to go through the platform. Um, so let's play a few games, and then if we have time, we can kind of go through the platform. If not, I'll kind of do a walkthrough myself. First game is uh, Melody Adventures. So I'm gonna let you pull that up, um, and let's enter the matrix there, so everybody can get a feel for these games. What community is this built around? Doge, Doge database. Reslice. Okay.
Not after Egypt. I'm looking for meta.
Let's Melody, not after network tunnel. Enter the matrix. Interesting. Okay, cool. This is a really cool game. I would.
Matrix Bullet Time Arena or Sana Run Escape the Matrix?
Ooh.
Oh, you're talking about the other game I sent earlier.
Yeah.
After Egypt. Oh, okay, my bad.
We have a
Yeah,
few.
we've got a lot of games on here. I type Matrix, 3 games come up, so
I love it.
it's kind of a problem. All right, yeah, let's see here. So, all right.
All right,
Get
so
in.
guys, also, I'm on the stream just making sure that you guys have questions, just in case you have any questions for this.
Yeah, so you can see here, I've got these points on top of the screen that are counting up. These are actually points that are earning me tokens. So if
Love
I
it.
tap down this, you might recognize this is a Milady, right? So this is like a pretty crypto native game here.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
these are
yeah.
all the, yeah, I won less than a penny here because I'm not playing very well. But you can
And
see
where
there's
did
all these
I
different
go?
tokens. There's Fart
So,
Coin and ICM.
so how do I claim that? How do I claim that? You gotta show me how to claim that stuff.
Yeah, it's possible to save up a bunch of points, and then at the end of the day, you can go and claim the following day, and then you can know what you're actually going to get.
Okay, so you basically do the gameplay, and then everything is settled within 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason we do that is because we're trying to figure out there's a reward pool every day, and the bigger score you can get relative to the other players, the more of the reward pool you're going to get.
Love it.
So yeah, every day you can earn.
That's perfect, man. That's very similar to what we do, and that's why we're a perfect partner together. Okay, look, I have a few questions from the community while you play. I don't think we'll put a timer on this. We'll just let you go. What's the funniest or weirdest game you've seen on OGP?
This game is pretty funny. This game is actually 2 games in one, and they're both Milady games. And actually, the other one looks really cool, but I can't figure out how to play it. So I don't know, but it's kind of interesting. You want me to show you? Did you see it? Did you figure out how to play it?
I did
let
not.
me show you. So enter the desert. Experience the epic biblical journey as Milady leads her people through the wilderness. Witness divine miracles, break the golden idols, and receive the sacred tablets. So there's 2 games in one here. And look, this game is pretty cool. I mean, this is running in mobile web. This is we got a Milady coming in, and then telling people to come follow, looking for people to follow, disciples. And I'm still figuring out how to get past this part, but it looks pretty cool. And I have 58,000 points in the game because of the other tunnel game. I totally get it. So, but this one is, there's something really interesting here. I'm wondering how to play. Maybe I need to use a keyboard, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Love it. I'll check it out as well. I'm on PC. Is there a favorite game you have?
Well, actually, it's pretty cool. The game that's done the best in terms of rewards is Network Cities, which I'll show you in a sec because it's also pretty impressive. Let's see here. You can see the games list, game coins. So it's one of the games that rewards Fart Coin. So yeah, you'll notice the site looks like a lot like a Dex. We don't think people are going to come and play from our site. This site is really a place for people to launch game coins communities, and then for game developers to add their games in here to manage the sort of rewards. Our protocol works across any site, so there's a lot of partners we're going to have that are spinning up play buttons all over the place. So see this game, Network Cities on top. I can tap play, and then this game looks a lot like, almost like a modern version of Cityville, and which an old Zynga game. And what's pretty interesting about, again, mobile web is pretty cool. It just loads it right up. This game is actually it's gonna make me sign in. I'm not gonna do that on the stream. Sorry, guys.
Nope.
I was gonna nope right out of that. But look, this one is cool. You guys should check it out. And the other thing I really like about this is, actually, not only does this game have had more rewards than any other game so far, this developer is somebody I worked with at Zynga, and I didn't do outreach to him actually to say like, hey, come build on OGP. He heard about what we were doing, and he got excited, and he understood the power of being early on a new platform protocol. And so yeah, he built something here, and it's actually really, really good. And also, this is an ICM project, so they have a token, and you guys can check it out. They launched their own token outside of Open Game Protocol, even though they're using Open Game Protocol rewards. So this is really, really well built for a mobile web browser game.
So how would the reward system from this game relate to the actual one?
Yeah, the cool part about what we're doing is you can think about it as it just can layer into anything. So we don't have any requirements in terms of how these rewards are integrated. It's up to the developer. So the developer rewards points, and then the amount of rewards that go to their game each day is just depending on how much of the other tokens are staked against it. And so what that means is that how much of the reward pool the players get each day is just determined by how many points they got relative to the other players in each game. And then when it comes to what the developer decides to do with them, they can reward people for sharing the game, or for playing the game, or for any
developing more, right? Or continuing
more.
Yeah.
Whatever they want, right? So it's a very open-ended system. It's almost like a loyalty system that's built in for them.
Love that. Very, very cool. Okay, cool. Uh, let's jump back to. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Sorry, that was my bad. Let's jump back to Milady, um, and see what we can do there. One thing I
One
had,
sec,
had
I'm
a
gonna have
question.
to get a cable to plug my phone in. I'm on 3%, so we're not gonna
Take
dial
your
in.
time.
I'll be right back.
We'll switch it over to mine. Reese, let me do that. Let me switch the mode. Boom. I'm gonna go to there. All right. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I got it. I'm plugged in, so
Oh, he's plugged in. All right, cool.
we're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on web. You're on thing. Um. Okay. What does OGP look like next year, 2026? What are you trying to get? What are you trying to? What would you see the future of OGP in the next year?
Right. Yeah, so this is a soft launch, right? So what we did here is validate that like all these developers could integrate the APIs. And we got a lot of partners that are up and running. Got the idea out there, the concept, and it's working. It's in people's hands. It's a real thing. It's not a vaporware. So we're doing we're shipping something besides just the token. And yeah, I mean, like we wanted to show people is like how it works, right? And then next, the big thing that's coming is way more game coin launches that power these ecosystems for every existing token. And so that'll mean a lot more games, and more partners like you guys will get a bunch of good games in, and hopefully we'll reskin them about some games people have heard of before, and some IP that people have heard about before. Doge is huge. We'd love to see something there.
Yep.
But
I keep losing you.
oh, sorry, my bad. I'm getting like random errors on my phone that I'm trying to deal with. It's like
Oh, good.
Yeah. So big thing that will happen is we're going to have a lot more partners showing up to add these games into their websites or their apps. And so you can imagine like basically wallets adding play buttons to play your favorite Farcoin
Your favorite
game.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that's going to be, I think, like it's really going to start to solidify that it's a distributed mini apps platform in a sense, but it's centered around tokens, right? That's what we do. That's our core focus is like, how do you have game ecosystems that are centered around the tokens that people already trade?
Mm-hmm. And kind of like incentivize the biggest communities out there, or gamify the biggest communities out there, which is pretty awesome. Is there a score on this? How can I beat your highest score?
I don't think this dev keeps track of high score. There's a score in the upper left, and this points on top is like how many points you're earning in OGP, and they chose to leave that there. Not every dev shows it.
Interesting. Okay, I'm on my phone as well. Okay, cool. I'll let you keep playing, and then we can maybe jump to another game as well. What feature are you super excited that maybe here's some maybe alpha drop, but is there a feature that you're super excited about dropping, or a feature that you would add right now if you had zero budget limits, nothing, just like right now, this is what I would do?
Yeah, biggest thing that I'm excited about is the upgrade to the protocol that's coming up soon will give a claim, like an airdrop claim, to anyone who holds the original token every time a game coin launches. So you can imagine if WIF launches a game coin, then there will be a claim for everybody that holds WIF. And so this will be a really cool distribution mechanism where like these communities will come and be able to just claim these coins and hopefully support the game ecosystem. And yeah, I mean, you can imagine that happening across a lot of coins and getting a lot of people excited about this idea. I think it gets people in the ground level. They're getting some free game coin. They can support their favorite communities. They don't need to come and buy it to start getting started and have some exposure to it. So that's probably the single biggest thing that when we get it out, I think a lot of people are going to be excited about it. And the AI game creation side, we're also very excited about. So we haven't actually launched the partners there yet. So some of these games, people are using AI to build them, but we'll also have some AI game creation partners that are launching where you go to their site and from their site you can make a game, and when you're publishing it, you can literally say, I want this game to be for Trump rewards from their site, and
Oh
publish
wow.
it without ever going to our site. And then that game will just show up in these places where the play button for Trump is integrated, and people can go play the games there. And and then the game creator who built it on their site will earn tokens, and they never need to come to Open Game Protocol. Like we're just the protocol layer. So not only do they not need to play the games on OGP, they also don't need, if you're a creator, you don't ever need to come to OGP either. Like those game creation sites can also let you claim your rewards for having created a game right from their site. So that's the other big thing that's coming that I think is going to be really cool, especially as like all the coding tools with AI get better. I think that's going to be a big piece.
That's huge. I think, I mean, it sounds a lot like there's a lot of advantages here from a developer standpoint. Um, Before I get into it, let's get into another game. And this is a game that I want to play. Switch me over because I think this one has score. Maybe. Reese, let me see. I'm going to send the link as well. You're going to love this. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I just found this the other day. I loved it. Where am I going? Okay, I just switched over to great. Okay, so this is called Fart Cities. God damn it, the cities, man. All right.
This is the
That's
same
good.
dev. They're using
Yeah.
this to promote their city game. Yes, it's
So is
actually
it
pretty funny. Yeah,
is it the same reward pool as the other one, or are they separate?
different game. Yeah,
Different game.
separate game.
Different separate.
Different reward pool. Every game has its own reward pool.
You got some Pengu in there. You got some cities in there. Interesting. Fart Cities. I'm on. Uh, okay. Let's just. I'm on mobile. There we go. There we go. Okay, you should see me on there. Justin, very important question is, would you rather have toes for fingers or fingers for toes? I can't hear you. Oh, I lost
Oh,
him.
probably fingers for toes. Yeah,
I feel like
I mean, I
someone.
think like
I feel
toes are
like.
kind of useless, right? It's pretty hard to make the toes do much, and
Oh God bless it. Wait, take me off. Let me deal. All right. Okay, sorry, Justin. I'm just connecting.
wouldn't
to
most
my-
people want fingers for toes? I mean, it's weird looking, but it's gotta work, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
I mean, at
toes
least
for fingers are kind of useless.
I think you could do quite a bit with fingers for toes. By the way. All right,
Finger.
wait.
Oh no. Yeah. Fingers for toes, I think is great.
Right?
Toes for fingers to me seems like a pretty
Toes
pretty
for
difficult
fingers
way
would
to
be,
live.
yeah. Would be,
Would you be able to handstand better with toes for fingers? Is that like the only
Oof.
advantage?
That's one advantage. Yeah, that's one advantage for sure.
connect? Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to connect my wallet, guys. There you go. That's where I'm running into. Come on, wallet. Okay. That's gonna take us a second. Can I go without? I have to connect the wallet, right?
It depends on the game. A lot of the games you can actually just play without connecting a wallet, and then
Yeah.
when
See,
you want to save your points, you have to connect.
what's interesting is Fart Cities, you have to connect a Solana.
Yeah, that's the developer asking you for a
Yeah,
wallet connect.
yeah,
That's
I
not
know. Well,
a requirement on our end.
Smart. Okay. Okay, why? It, no, that's fine. I actually, oh, I found another game that's pretty awesome. Oh, I love this. Okay, cool. So there's so many cool games in here. All right, so I'm just trying to find what this game is called, though. How did I even get here? It's called Up We Go, Justin. Just in case you want to find it.
Up we go. All right, yeah, I'll look for it.
All right, there is a best. Let's just see. Oh, okay, cool. Love it. Sick. We're gonna do a. We're gonna do a community. This reminds me of the game we have. 76. Okay, Justin, we're gonna compete, bro. Woo! Okay, this is awesome. He's flying, dude. Oh, see now I got you stuck on endless maze, but I'm pretty sure you got me stuck on this for a while. Okay, let's see if I can. Give me a minute, Reese, on this. Let me see what I can do. Highest score.
You're pretty good at this one.
I wouldn't say that just yet. Okay, I'm on the clock. Oh my god, I'm just trying to figure out how he flies. Justin, give us some alpha. What's some alpha that you can give the stream today that you weren't planning to?
All right. Yeah, that I wasn't planning to. So, let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be in this upgrade like another big, you know, call it like focus on getting things in front of people, and a lot of partnership announcements. So, tokens people have heard of, you know, those communities. Like we've talked to some people involved, and they're very excited about launching. So. Can't say any in particular, but people have definitely heard of them. Like think some of the biggest token communities in Solana, and then also like probably even outside of Solana, some of them are thinking about how to work on with OGP.
Are you heavily focused on the Solana ecosystem right now?
Yeah. It's definitely where we're started. But you know, the team has like a lot of experience and wants on EVM and wants to be there. So we're definitely going to move things over. We just got to really like get this to the best place it can be and make sure everything is in a good spot before we're kind of like expanding into more ecosystems.
Okay, well, before I ask you any more questions, Justin, I got a score of 966. Do you think you can beat that? Are you going to let me win a OGP game? But this time you have 1 minute.
I should, right?
You have 1 minute.
I'm trying to. Well, I may only have 1 minute because my phone has 1%. So, so it may actually be less than 1 minute. Let me see if I can figure this out.
It's either the score, or the minute, or the battery. Okay. While you switch over, how do you feel about crypto Twitter these days? Is it a positive or a negative for the space? I think there's so much going on on crypto Twitter, and obviously, like we see a lot of narrative changes over there. It's a big thing for Web3 gaming. It's a big thing for gaming. It's massive for communities that are trying to gamify their communities. But then there's a lot of nonsense that goes on there as well, right? There's a lot of speculation, and a lot of the guests that I bring on, I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it a positive or a negative for the space in terms of where we are right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Are you on crypto Twitter? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I am. I feel like you kind of have to be, right? Yeah, to be in this space. I think it's the only way to actually understand what's going on. I think that the biggest thing I've noticed recently is, I mean, there's been a vibe shift, and it's hard to tell how much of it is just like where we're at with everything in the cycle, because there's all sorts of stuff going on there. But then also, like, the algorithm has changed so much.
Very true.
So I think that we were all seeing the same things on crypto Twitter like a few months ago, and now we're all kind of seeing different things because the algorithm is hyper personal now with the For You algorithm. So there are some things that we're seeing that's kind of overlap, but I think what's really happened is like the new algorithm kind of broke up the CT community a lot, because it used to be that everyone's there's a lot of overlap in the people we're following and the things we're seeing and the things we're writing, and now I feel like it's become quite fragmented, if that makes sense. So, and I think that comes back to how big of an algorithm change that just happened. Yeah, I mean, if it feels kind of dead and weird and like the narratives aren't sticking, I think that's a big part of it. I think it was just the fact that they changed that.
Has it been a plus for OGP while launching, or do you feel like there's been Was it more valuable or vice or opposite?
Yeah, for us, I mean, we've got a lot of followers. We've got almost 1 million followers, and we've been able to grow the account over the last couple of years with all the things we've done. And yeah, you know what? Like, I think it's harder to reach to your direct community now. I think that you're only as good as your next post, right? So it's more democratic in the sense that like anyone can make a crazy post that goes to 5 million views.
Mm,
But it's also kind of frustrating because if you spent years building up an account to 1 million followers, like I don't think you're guaranteed that all those people are going to see your post anymore, right? So
absolutely.
that's one of the challenges. Now our launch post went really well. I
Viral.
think we had like I want to say like over 400,000 views on it or something. So it went really well. But now you have to create good content for that to happen, right? Like really good content. You can't just rely on the followers you already have. And so one of the advantages games have, I think, like probably both of our projects have, is that like you can have there's a lot of content, like there's a lot to post about and stuff that you can hopefully if you have the right um, like perspective on what people like, then you can use the content you have to try to make stuff that engages with people, and then that'll be rewarded by the new algorithm. Definitely videos are 100 times more important than they were 3 months ago, right? It
Mhm.
feels like a huge shift.
How do you feel about like streams like this, right? I think another one I wanted to ask you about was prediction markets within games and that stuff. That all of this is, I think, like you see so many siloed industries, but I feel like they're all coming into one. With prediction markets, with content kind of moving live on stream, etc.
Yeah, everything is kind of merging, right? Yeah. I think prediction markets are huge. I think that they're kind of like mass market trading, right? I mean,
Mm.
most people understand the concept of like betting yes or no on something. It's something that needs no education. And I think a lot of people, when they see the charts, that from like a token perspective, it scares them away, right? So prediction markets might just be the mass market version of trading for like the average person. And that's great. Like maybe they'll graduate to other stuff too. Maybe they won't. We don't need everyone to trade tokens for this space to be huge. Like, the more people participating, the better. So, yeah, I think that the traction on prediction markets is wild, and it's really good for the space.
Are you thinking of doing anything like prediction market wise with in terms of the games that are on?
We just started thinking about it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I would love to partner on that stuff. I think there's like a ton of opportunity. Stable coins and prediction markets seem to be what like the broader
What's driving everything?
market is excited about for sure, right? So, and there's definitely ways games could be involved with that. So, yeah, we'd love to do more.
Okay, well, that is a discussion that you and I should have on the side because we're definitely looking at how prediction markets will impact games like this, right? Like, I think a stream like this could be so much more impactful if the community can be involved in, who the high score is going to be, who's going to win, blah 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 blah. But they kind of feel a bit more engaged and a part of it, which I think is it's kind of the ultimate dynamic, the shift in content, right? It's becoming more, uh, you know, the engagement of content, which is why I think gaming is going to do so well. I always give this example of like when I was a young man, a young boy, I used to love sports and football because that was the content that was available to me. I didn't have much other than like a television, right? So I used to be a massive, unfortunately, Man United fan, and that's all I'd do. I'd be obsessed about football and watch football. And then today, speaking to like my nephew who's 9, he's not interested in anything that he's not engaged or has any kind of impact on the content, right? So if I'm trying to get him to watch a game, he's like, well, just watch it. Like, where's my value in on this? How can I impact the content? Which is why they're all obsessed with gaming and Fortnite and Roblox and all this stuff because there's direct impact into what's being built.
Yeah, it makes content interactive, right? So it's like a way of kind of being a part of it for sure. Um, yeah, would love to chat with you guys about that. That seems fun. There's a ton of opportunity in game.
Look, I think I found a new favorite game. So we're gonna add this to we're gonna add this to one of our bonus rounds, Justin. I know you don't have batteries, so I'm just gonna self-proclaim myself the champion of that round, just so that I can
You
feel
won.
better. I can feel better about myself, and
I got DQ'd.
I can exactly DQ'd. I can give my community something to smile about. But all right, win for me. I get the OGP round. So there it is. Um, right. Questions. I think we're good for. I hope you had fun on the show, Justin. I mean, that's the big part of it. I know you're going to come back. I'm going to have my redemption. I'm going to really kind of dive deeper into the OGP games. I think we're going to feature a ton of them ourselves. I'm going to do a bit of a walkthrough on the show. I'd love to get some of the guests to play as well, and then we can share that stuff together. Um, so before we wrap up, a couple of things our side. Number one, um, this has become a new trend of ours, of which you have to challenge, kind of like a TikTok challenge, right? You have to challenge someone, anyone you want, to come on the show and try to beat your leaderboard scores. Who are you challenging them? Give it to them right now. You're live on stream, Justin. Think about
Oh
it. And
man.
it could be a community. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a community. So we'll find someone from that community.
Interesting. From a community. Let me think about that. Yeah, you know what? Um, so in our a big part of our launch was the ICM.run community. So I've got my PFP as an ICM.run
I see that.
PFP. Yeah, it's not a milady, but there's some inspiration there. Yeah, it's a awesome community on Solana about internet capital markets. It's a DAO that's helping out and incubating a bunch of different ICM related projects on Solana. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to have somebody from there join. And yeah, maybe one of the people running it. I can ask them and see if they're going to volunteer. But they're definitely like some of the most active people in crypto right now. Like the community is rabid. So I'm sure they'll show up in numbers if you can get somebody on here to play. And they'll
They're
probably beat me too. So I'm pretty confident in that. But yeah, I'm not trying to pick somebody I think I can beat. I think I'll pick them just because I know that they would have the most fun with it.
Well, look, I agree. That's a challenge. A challenge is a challenge, and we're gonna make sure that that is posted up live so that they can hear that you're putting it up. So hopefully we'll get someone to come on and play, and I'm sure they'll beat me if they don't beat you. So that's a win-win. Um, Justin, I would say another thing is we're gonna do a mini game league, which we'll obviously discuss internally, like what we can do with OGP games and what games we can bring into the league. But we would also love to select a member of the community to come and represent OGP as part of that league. So for anyone that is interested and that is listening and that is wanting to represent OGP as the official mini game, I'd say player champion, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to go onto the Semper Esports channel, right? You got to go on Semper Esports. There is a post up there. I think it's pinned. And all you have to do is put your at there, and I'm sure that it'll be considered, and we'll so the stream's coming up. There's a post on Semper underscore esports. We're going to be selecting a member of the OGP community to come on and be the official representative. For you to know, Justin, it's basically someone that will play against like the Doge community representative, against the Pudgy representative, against the all of the guests that come on the show. Select one member to play in this league, and they all get to play our games, which is pretty fun, right? So the whole thing is to kind of spark this camaraderie between communities. So we'll be selecting that OGP player soon. Keep tuned, and I'm sure we'll make that announcement. Before I let you go, Justin, I'm going to give you the stage. Uh, this is your time to shine. You've shined all day. You've killed it in the games, other than your own. But I really
Yeah.
had fun having you, man. And I'm looking forward for the redemption match. I'm gonna set that up with you as soon as possible because I'm not gonna let this slide. All right. I'm gonna get clearer glasses and maybe some OGP merch, and you never know, my luck could turn. But the stage is yours. Anything you want to give, anything you want to spit to the community, alpha, shout outs, if, anything that you want, the floor is yours.
Well, first I'll say, yeah, thanks for having me. And what is the redemption match the same games? Or are we who's picking the games, right? And how do I know there's no collusion on your side? Like, how do we make this fair?
Well, I would say there should be the same two games, so that there is chance to practice. However, we can do a community selector of games on OGP, which we won't know until the day. How do you feel
All
about
right,
that?
all right. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
that
yeah.
could be interesting.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah.
we'll set that up.
So in terms of the other stuff, I'm well, look, I mean the biggest thing for us is like we've built a tool that allows token communities that have always felt like there's more than just memes to their community to go and have games. And this is like the ultimate marketing tool for a token, right? So you can imagine um what if there were games that gave away like Trump token? How many holders would Trump token have? Right now it has 700,000 holders and it's one of the most widely held tokens on Solana. Games, I worked on games that over a billion people have played in two different companies. So the question is like, how many holders can we get for these tokens if we actually get them in games that normal people can play and use and easily collect some small amount of them to become a holder and to like get onboarded into crypto? And the narrative just changes completely. So we know stable coins are going to be something that everybody uses, and now the infra is there. Well, why not games, and why not teach them about all these other tokens that are out there that are cool for different communities? If you are from one of these communities, any token community, and you're interested in launching a game coin, you should talk to us because game coin launches will be turning on in the next few weeks when the new version of the protocol launches, and there will be an opportunity for tons of developers to show up and get paid for creating games for your token. So yeah, the biggest thing for us is like partnering with existing token communities. We think there's a ton of awesome token communities that already exist, and we're very focused on Solana right now. So like if you're there, it's especially timely to hit us
No,
up.
no
And
brainer.
if you're excited about launching one, anyone can come launch it. You don't need to message the team to go launch it. Like the site, it's an open protocol, right? But if you have any questions and you just want to learn more, of course, like ping us, and we'd be happy to just make sure you get the information you need so you can have the best launch possible.
I mean, always better to be connected, right? Where can they reach you, Justin? Where's the best place to reach out?
Yeah, just DM or me on Twitter or our official account, and we read the messages, so you'll get to us.
Love it. Awesome. We'll put that up at the end as well for anyone that wants to reach out to Justin. You can feel free to reach out to me as well. I'll make the link. Uh, but I appreciate it. I think what you're doing is absolutely unbelievable, and it's only the beginning. I can't wait to see what the update looks like. I can't wait to play some more games. And more so, I can't wait to see some of our games coming into OGP. So lots and lots to be excited about and to look forward to. Justin, so grateful having you. Really, really enjoyed it. Dream of mine to play and lose against you, I would say, is probably not a dream, but yeah, man, thanks so much for coming on. Fingers for toes. I'll be thinking of that all
Fingers
day.
for toes, and yeah, duck-sized horses,
And duck
a
size.
hundred duck-sized horses. Yep.
That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway. All right, brother. I'll let you go. Thank you so much. And I'll wrap it up here.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for having me. Really, really excited to get the games in there and to do more together. And by the way, like I think it's very cool that you are pulling together the game communities and these other communities out there to enjoy and play games. Like, well,
Hun-
we've had so much vaporware, right? Like people need to play the games. People need to do it live. We need to like get everybody seeing the content, see that this stuff is real and it's working, and that's how we're going to spread the message, right? So,
Look,
yeah, I think this is great.
100%. I mean, like, I think one of the things that I'm thinking about is obviously it would be great to have games that are, around specific communities. But what's more so, even more exciting is we still haven't gotten to a place where the communities are playing or competing against each other, right? And that's something that I see as a very exciting opportunity. Like you have communities like Doge, YGG, Pengu, OGP, Plays Out, Incentive, you name it. There are armies behind these businesses, brands, and as a matter of fact, we all add value to each other. I think one thing in Web3 is that it's been very siloed for the longest time, very extractive. And now it's coming to a point where, okay, there's a lot of, um, or I don't think there's enough space in Web3 for everyone to exist. So there's a big consolidation there, and we all got to find a way to work with each other and play with each other. And I think, something where we can kind of compete and bring these games and these content out or expose them is where we'll find mass success. So I'm looking forward to working with.
100%. Crypto is a story of collaboration, right? Everything about crypto has been creating a new way for companies and people to do things together in a way where they don't even need to know who they're collaborating with. So games have been, not as quick to get into that. And so like we need it. We need it. So yeah, thanks again for having me. I gotta jump, but yeah,
Mu-
really appreciate you guys.
Much love, Justin. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Thanks again. See you soon, bro. All right. That was fantastic. I can't believe I lost again, but all good. We are shifting over. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a few more games while we wind up, as I promised. Reese, how do you think? How do you like that? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, super cool, super
All
exciting.
right.
You want to play some
Let
fart
me.
coin?
I'm gonna play some Fart Coin. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, cool. I'm on my PC though,
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's ready to
let's
go
switch
when you
that
want.
over. Ready to go. Perfect. We're there. All right, guys. So
Bang.
just to wind up, that was a amazing. Okay, cool. I see myself. That was one hell of an episode. Um, and I mean, you heard it from Justin. So much going on in the space. There's so much consolidation, but like the effort of really bringing content into gaming is, I mean, obviously, is the most important thing is to actually find content that is fun and playable and enjoyable. But I think a big part of games and their success are going to be around the communities that are built around them. So let's see this Fortcoin game because it's okay. All right, fantastic. Look, I love it. I mean, these are games that you can definitely see, and if you can earn from them, what is even better? Great. I mean, here, Reese, put some jams on. Let's see if I
All right.
can. Let's see if I can hit a high score on this. I'm gonna have a look around. We have a bunch of games to look at, but man, OGP is definitely on. Oh, what was that on 19? All right, we're gonna give this three goes. God damn it. Okay, okay. And I used to be a Flappy Bird king. Um, OGP is definitely onto something here. I think if there's enough developers and if there's enough interest around communities to build games, then it's unstoppable. I think this is definitely something we should bring up to our friends at Dojo S. Certainly. So we'll be doing that. Where am I? 11?
I've sent you the invite for the music, by the way, on WhatsApp when you're ready.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do that, man. Okay. I don't know if the stream could hear you, Reese, but
They good.
they could. Great. All right. So I've farted my way to 19. Um, let's check out another game. We're gonna go to. See, the thing is that there's so many games on here. Oh, here's cities. Okay, so we're gonna go back up. What is this? Okay, let's see if I can. Fight type fight. The question is, how do I play? Is that Trump? Oh shit! Oh man! Oh damn! Oh, this is really like. Oh god! What? Okay, all right, okay. Oh, I gotta log in to claim. I didn't claim that. I, of course, didn't claim that. I lost. All right, let's do this. I'm back. Now I know what I'm doing. My typing skills. Let's see if I'm on point. Uh, I thought I was much better at typing. God damn it. Ah! Oh, this is addictive as hell. This is, if anyone's looking to get better at these keyboard skills or like faster on keyboard, this is the game. Woo! Fire! Let's go, Vlad. Get a tan. Come on, baby. What you got for me? Again? Oh! Yo, get a tan, Vlad, for God's sake. Give me one more. Who's stop bugging me, bro? Ah! Okay, 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 okay. So anyway, that was fun, guys. Just a bit of the OGP experience for you, but we will be bringing some of these games into the show moving forward. Definitely want to do an OGP walkthrough at some point where we can look at the platform, where we can check it out, kind of go through some of these games, but definitely go in and check it out. If you're a developer, please do reach out to myself, to reach out to Justin, and we'll see how we can get you plugged into OGP. It looks like an amazing opportunity. Justin said that, like, obviously there's never a better time than when a platform is early. Like, get in, figure it out, and you'll be a massive winner in this. So without further ado, 2-1. Reese, are you disappointed?
I think it's expected at this point, Jay.
Expected at this point, right? So I don't know what to say about that. I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep. Justin, thanks for coming on. Everyone, thanks for watching. Love you, leave you, and see y'all next week.